What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for another run of Global Challenge, as I hinted at yesterday when I was driving the Cadillac. Today we are driving the Kia, getting our Kia start out of the way here at Spa. Hopefully this goes well. Unfortunately, there was a Kia that I thought was pretty evenly matched with us, a guy that was about 3,000 rating. We're just shy of 3,000 right now on the alt. But unfortunately, he was either not signed up and just practicing or unregistered or something. So there's just four Kias today here. This did split. Last night's did not split, which was why it was such a cluster 25 field car or 25 car field, excuse me. But I think this had 27, so it did split. Obviously, all four Kias are in top split. Yeah, these guys are 15 or 1600 is the 12. 13's like 1100, and then 14's like 1000 or something. But doesn't matter. Hopefully it's a good clean race. We do have a little bit of a margin here on our Q lap. I was pretty happy with the Q lap. It wasn't perfect. I felt like if I could get sub 36, that would be good enough for about where I should be. I ran one flying practice lap and then jumped into this, got a half a warm-up lap and obviously a Q lap. So I'm pretty happy with that pace. That's about where the fast guys have been running there, thereabouts. Some really fast guys have been the low 35s if they nail one, but I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, we're gonna have to just wait and see how this goes. Like I said, this guy unfortunately has had some incidents. I saw him in warm-up as well. Peter looks to be pretty fast. George has thrown Q, so he's going to be starting from probably third, it looks like, anyway. So we're just going to start in iRacing order, basically. But we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's enjoyable and fun. Hopefully these Cadillacs can get away. It looks like they're all fast enough to get away. Adrian may have crashed, though, but it looks like the rest of them are. And Victor has crashed a lot, I guess. But everybody else looks to be faster by a good margin, so we shouldn't run over them as long as we leave a gap and they can get through the first several corners. That would be good. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. 25 minutes, going to probably be 11 laps. We may get lapped if the leader is very fast, which it looks like Javier is. I'm not familiar with him, but I qualified at 223 or something. Maybe it's a little bit cooler, but I qualified at 223. The fast guys were in the low to mid 222s, and he's at 220.6. So not sure what the temp is that's different here. Maybe it's quite a bit cooler than what I've been seeing, but he's the 220, so he's going to fly. Probably will catch us and lap us. We'll have just a 10-lap race on our side of the garage here. But that all depends on where he goes and catches traffic and so on. So get ready to go here. Get on the grid. Make sure you drop that like and a sub down below. I greatly appreciate all the love and support you've thrown me lately. If you're new here, I want you to make sure you drop that sub so you don't miss any of the action coming up from iRacing or anything else we do here. Such a pleasure to have such a great following and so much support. We've had some rough races lately, but last night was hopefully a turn in the right direction. A solid second place again in the Cadillac. Cadillac and Mustang, I mentioned it. We've had a lot of second place finishes, but we were able to win our first Kia start at Oschersleben in week 1. So yeah, hopefully this is a little bit of a turnaround and we can start getting some good results going here and coming into week number 3, which has started yesterday when you saw this, but tomorrow will hopefully be our first week 3 event. First 2 weeks have flown by, as they always do in iRacing. I mentioned it also yesterday, but yesterday was my 11-year anniversary on iRacing, so we're hoping to kick off year 11 with some more good results and more fun racing, and we'll see how this goes. So anyways, thank you all for coming, like I said, and hopefully we can have a good, clean, fun race here at the front. So let's get to it. I don't know how much gap I want to leave, because obviously we want to make sure. I don't know. I don't want to leave too much gap and compromise myself, but you want to leave enough gap to be able to, let them get away. But Peter obviously is not interested in that. So what do we do? Do we let him get away and not leave a gap here, or do we? I don't know. I don't want to let him get away. This is such a hard track to pass on, even in the Kia, so don't want to let him get away too much here. I guess we'll not leave a gap then. So we're just hereabouts. That should be good enough. Of course, as usual in the Kia, you do not want tire heat. we are away. Green flag is out here at Spa. Let's hope we can have a nice clean couple first corners here. Hope all the Cadillacs survive. Driving in there really deep is George behind us. There's one dead Kia, and so we're back to third immediately anyways. But I thought that 13 car was not making turn one, so that's on me. Guess we'll just have to do some passing now. Hopefully save some front tire. That's the tricky part here, right? We're in this position now. How hard do you push? Like, you gotta try to stay in touch and go forwards, but you cannot push to these front tires. You're gonna be in real trouble. So a couple of Cadillacs started from the pits, and the one spun out. So we'll see how long it takes those guys to come up through here. We'll let these two battle into the brake zone at the end of Kemmel on the very first lap. Cool with me. Can go crazy. I will just chill. Long race here. Again, 10 laps at least, maybe 11 depending on where we're at. But at this pace, we're going to get lapped for sure. So. I don't really want to be third because then we got past two cars and battling could let the first one get away and so on. So just let that Cadillac go. Christ. I guess my push to talk is not working. Interesting. That's not good. Alright, well this has not been an ideal start of this race. This guy has no regard for letting us get going. He's going to drive right off track, because why not? We'll get DQ'd at some point, I'm sure. No.
What on earth are you doing?
Yeah, my sound is all fucked up here. He's going to let him go, because obviously he's taken out everybody. So my sound is broken. I apologize for that. I had the computer restart due to a power outage overnight. I checked all my wheel settings and made sure that it worked, but I did not check my sound settings, so sound is going to be coming through my computer's sound, which is not going to be hearable by you, I do not think. Hopefully my mic sound is okay for this video. I didn't even think about that either. But yeah, don't have push to talk and do not have... Oh, this guy's dying. Okay, well that was the first lap. So Peter has gone to the lead. Victor has spun out again, leaving turn one, so we're going to have the same thing happen again as we had last lap. Tim coming up through here, getting through us in a weird spot, trying to avoid incident. Peter all the way just about off track there, so had the lift coming up Radion. Get a nice tow here down the Kemmel straight. He's more than happy to push if he wants to push. I am perfectly happy to chill till about lap 6 or 7. So yeah, we'll see what kind of pace he's got, see what kind of front tires he's going to have in a couple laps. If he wants to go hard and kind of pull me around a little bit, that's cool with me. I am a little bit worried about Victor. He's got at least 5x already from first, lap in a bit, so. Nick has crashed again also. So these two are definitely not practiced or not very good, but again, regardless. We'll just let the damaged 11 car go. Nick appears to be either towing there or staying on the wall. He did tow, it looks like, so. There we go. Just keep taking care of these front tires. That is everything. Nick is gone. All right, one scary Cadillac done. Okay. It's a little bit worrying. I think he may have throughputed. Okay. Hopefully at this point he does not just bounce back in, because that would be terrifying after he's been gone for this long. Okay. Again, hate to say it, but I kind of hope he just gets a throughput message now and pops up on our screen as not being in the session anymore, because I don't want him to appear inside my race car and kill us both. What a strange race, and we're only on lap 3. Yep, there's throughput for Peter. That's unfortunate. We were going to have a good battle here for the lead for a little bit. I was content to just follow him around, but that's unfortunate. I don't know what happened. He hadn't blinked or anything, just all of a sudden was gone. So maybe he lost all his power or something's going on other than that. But I guess we are not leader, and we're back to watching George behind us as he reels us in just a little bit. Disconnections there. All the Cadillacs other than Victor are, you know, a good 30-35 seconds ahead of us now, which is awesome. Let them run away and do their thing. No worries about them spinning and rejoining in front of us or anything like that. Just got to worry about car 11. Float and launch him on there, nice and smooth. Again, if George wants to come catch us, be my guest. Happy with this pace. If it gets down to about 2 seconds, then we'll start thinking about going a little bit harder, but I think that'll be right towards the end anyways, so we'll have some tire left to go fight then. Thought we had some tire left last night in the Cadillac. Didn't end up needing it regardless, but I thought we had some tire left for that and didn't. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but it was alright. We got a good result out of it anyways. Of course, George is going to say if he finishes, you know, with any kind of gap like this, that the Cadillac cost him the win, that he was, you know, cruising away, which is true. But we were always going to run him back down, just with the pace we had, tire savings. So this just affords me the ability to go a little bit slower, save some more tire, let him burn his stuff up trying to catch me, and chill, be safe, you know. So it's all good. That's part of it. That's part of racing, how it goes. So. Definitely feel like I'm losing a little bit of time through that last chicane. Gained about 6 or 7 tenths there on a stat lap, which is, again, still just fine. More than happy to continue just chill. 35.5 for George behind us. Good lap. Beats my Q lap even. So yeah, about 7 tenths. This next lap we will be past halfway. Of course, it's the Cadillacs that matter. They set the time, so. Track must be a little bit cooler because I don't think Braden last night in the Kia, he's very good. He didn't touch anything quite that fast, I don't think. So maybe something's a little bit different there. Robin is now disconnected, so we're down to 2 Kias, unfortunately. There's Javier appearing on our relative. Good to be happy to be done with Spa. This is not my favorite track, nor is it my best track, so it's a good, significant cultural circuit. Obviously, a lot of people love Spa. It's on the Formula One calendar for a reason. They break the Formula One rules technically about circuit length for this place, although they may have amended them for Vegas. I'm not sure how that all worked, but they used to break the circuit rules for length for this track, so that's all I need to know. But good track. We'll see if they do good things to it with the rescan and the reprofile that they're doing iRacing this year, I believe, so they're working on that. But never been my favorite track, never been a track I've been wildly successful at, and of course the infamous Solstice incident at the beginning of 2022 kind of soured this track for me forever. Not that I loved it beforehand either, but this is not one of the tracks I circle on the calendar as being really excited to come to for any series, so got a good Cadillac result. Hopefully we'll finish this one off and be able to take a victory here today, knock on wood, keep fighting for this one. But I would like to get out of here with these results. That would be a successful week, and then we can be done. Another 4 or 5 tenths gain there for the car behind. It's all good. Still just about 2 and a bit seconds back. We'll see where he is at the end of this next lap. We can start again driving a little bit deeper into corners, carrying a little bit more corner, center, and exit speed if needed. Keep this gap at a stable position. Gonna go under 10 minutes to go here at the end of this lap. Again, if we do get lapped, we'll only have 10 laps, so we'll be at 4 to go, which is plenty of time, but also not that long, so 4 laps around here, we should be able to push a little bit harder and keep that okay. Still struggling through No Name. I struggled last night in the Cadillac here there. Felt like it was slippery for whatever reason in these conditions, and just felt the same there for the first time as I pushed just a little bit harder, so not sure what's up with that, but definitely feeling something there. Are going to push a little bit harder at the end of this lap now that the gap is under 2 seconds. Still the same driving principles, the string theory in this car. Just going to do a little bit more. Alright, that was a better lap. Just a little bit of a faster lap. A couple tenths, that's all we need. We'll try to keep that pace up now.
Fucking Christian, you motherfucking danger.
I don't know what that is, but again, I apologize for my audio being very messed up. Again, I hope that this sounds okay on the recording. I did not even think to check my audio when everything was reset, so apologies for that. I will have that fixed before the next vid. Luckily, there hasn't been too much conversation we had to have.
Fucking job, man. Fucking go faster or move. You are a fucking danger, man.
People are complaining. Not sure what about. That's alright. Javier should easily catch us here and make us a 10-lap race. They're going to be roughly 15 seconds lap faster than us, which will easily lap us on that final lap for them. The other cars, or at least Charles may as well, it's going to be tight-ish. Hasn't been a great lap here by me. Definitely pushed a little bit too hard for the front tires. Yeah, Michael and Charles may catch us here, depending on what their pace is like. Alright, 3 to go then. We gotta keep pushing on. Just catching us a couple of tenths a lap. A little bit slower for me there, it's a little bit sloppy, but also missed turn 1 big time there, just undershot entry ever so slightly. That's okay. Got through it. He is in draft range from that far back, but he's just barely getting the sniffs, so still comfortable. This is the really big draft straightaway deal, make up a lot of time, so. Almost a 1x there. Used absolutely all the track width, which I needed. Try to carry some speed. Lift there to get the front to cut. Decent enough. More gains from George behind, so he's got some decent speed. Under 1.5 seconds, 2 to go. Radion decently enough. Again, 1.5 seconds. He'll get a little bit of a sniff from there, but nothing crazy, so not going to start weaving or going defensive or anything. I think if I don't make any mistakes and he doesn't find some sudden burst of speed, I think we've played this just about right with the gap. He's a little bit quicker, it seems like, which is impressive. But again, from that far back, he's going to have essentially 1 lap to run me all the way down and then pass, so. I haven't really had to push here, truly. Picked up the pace a little bit, picked up the aggression a little bit, but still in a good spot. Want to have some gaps that we can afford to be respectful to Javier, although I expect him to take his time getting through us with the gap that he has for his lead. But you never know, so we'll see. Doing all the little things here, getting our nose where we need to put it, turn-ins right, so on. A little bit too deep in there, slid the nose. Go. A little more time gain having that front tire to be able to push off of there is key. Back up to about 1.7, 1.8. Good gap. He's more than happy to push. So, not going to get the white flag here. It will be the final lap once Javier passes us, which hopefully will be a decent spot on the lap, but we'll see. A little bit of slide in the front there again. Still good though. 1.5 is still plenty of gap. Javier may catch George on the straightaway here. Still getting 1.3 back. He's not going to get a huge tow. Getting a little bit though. May get dive bombed there by Cadillac leader. No, George chooses to, excuse me, Javier chooses to hang out there behind, which is good. Down to 7/10 though. I gotta make sure I do my due diligence here. He's actually just gonna pull over for him, which is nice, but also lets me get away. So. George should get us on the run from No Name down to Puan, I would expect here, so. No threat. Nice and easy, make sure he has all the room in the world. So, I mean, again, I don't think George was passing us there, but he did get that gap down under a second and chose to let the Cadillac by, which is fine, nice and respectful. We were going to be okay anyways. We weren't under any threat of a pass unless he just, again, dive bombed the last chicane or something. But you never know. So some people do that and race like that. But we're playing safe here from 2 seconds out. Nice relaxing race. Nice chill race. We had good pace once we got some track position. And we got through unconventional means. We got through a crash with a Cadillac and a throughput. But that's how they go. Again, I think we have plenty of tire left. Charles is going to get by. Getting into the bus stop braking zone. We're plenty far away from that. And a nice easy victory here in week number 2. There's a crash behind us. Not sure what that was about, but I think that there was an incident there behind us, or at least some contact. So that's unfortunate. Don't know what that was all about. So great victory there for us. Happy with the result. Did everything we need to do. Cruise around here for a couple of corners, try to get somewhere safer to pull off. So we got some time. George gonna dip right out. We got some time till Victor finishes up, so. I'll check my sound settings while we're doing this. I'll look at Discord recording sound and, oh geez, okay. I just got pushed to not full screen, which I guess is my sign to be done. Glad that didn't happen during the race. Check Discord sound. Is my mic working in Discord? It appears it is, so that's good. Yeah, so maybe this will be a salvageable video. Let's see what's going on with my iRacing sound then. I don't know what that's up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know why it disconnected. It does that, but check. Yeah, it works now. Whatever. Yeah, so apologies for that. Looks like everything else is still good. Yeah, so I guess we'll wait for this to wrap up. Quite an interesting event. It looks like the results have now finalized, so we'll look at the incidents for each driver. 0 for Javier up front. Great race from him. Drove away by about 10 seconds. 0 for us. And Peter ran 0, but of course he throughputed there very early on, lap number 2 maybe. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But again, a little bit like last night, with the exception of Javier, we are one of the only cars with 0x. So that was a good race. 8x for Georgia. Of course, he did get dumped early on. We'll see what happened to him there on the very first lap, I believe. Yeah, so I'm up here, get clear of this. I'm pretty conservative in the turn 1, but this is just a big old send. And yeah, this is pretty telling of someone, as those guys just go spinning. That's pretty telling of someone that he's going to burn their front tires off, which to his credit, he had a lot of pace left. They go battling here. We'll check while that's going around the lap what these tires look like. 89s on the front. That's pretty good. Not great wear for me, but it's decent enough. So let's see what happens here in these next couple corners. We'll check the Cadillac that's coming behind. It is Nick. Had a lot of incidents there. Didn't make it to the finish. Coming up, this is the very first lap. Of course, he's already made the mistake. He's coming up to the leading Kia. I think he's just going to drive through him here. Yeah, just drives right through the guy. I don't know what that's about. That's classless and not understanding what's going on there. So you get that sometimes, but it's not really excusable. So whatever. We'll check out our results here from Spa in the Kia. Another 32 ironing, up over 2950. So we are about 1 or 2 races away from that 3,000 mark once again, which is wonderful. The one car, Javier, 5,792. So he is very, very good. Was not touchable today, so maybe that was a legit lap time. Again, about the same ironing for Michael there, 29.77. We take the victory in the Kia class. 32 ironing for us, 39 for George. Great for him. He was pretty rapid. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I think we were plenty safe from him, but it worked out. He did everything right. Where the other? Oh, there's Peter. Okay, I was just looking past him. But anyways, so we'll take our 32 ironing. Hope to see George some more because he's pretty good. So I'd like to race against him at a track that I'm a little bit better at and see how we match up and have a good battle with that. So that was a lot of fun. But make sure you drop that like and a sub down below. Don't want you to miss any of the action from iRacing. Anything else we do here, it's been such a pleasure, like I said, as always, to have the support and the love for these videos that we're getting. And I really am thankful for each and every one of you. So that's going to be it. Till next time, as always, bye.